On the studio is Dov Tal, a lawyer who has practiced law in both South Africa and now in Canada. Good to see you.
Nice to see you as well.
Yeah, fair to say this has captured the attention of almost everybody in South Africa?
Oh yes, most definitely. It's unprecedented. A specific TV channel has been set up for this, 24-hour news channel, just to deal with this.
Now, before they allowed this, because jurisdictions all over the world are really worried about what to do with television in the courtroom, there's obviously a lot of demand, but sometimes it affects the way justice is carried out in the courtroom.
Most definitely, and that's something that the judge had to weigh out, the freedom of the press and expression and a fair trial. So she decided that most of the trial will be aired, but certain witnesses that are not willing to go on air can object to that, and his testimony also will not be aired.
He is going to testify in his own defense?
At this point, yes.
Are you surprised by that?
No, because I think he wants to state his case, even though he will be cross-examined, of course. I'm not too surprised because I think he wants to speak.
So what happened today in court? That one clip that we hear, I heard screams and then the shots. Boy, that's dramatic.
Very dramatic, very dramatic. It seemed like the prosecution started off with a bang. They wanted to put their main witness straight off the bat, and they did that. They don't have any eyewitnesses, so she's very important. This is a neighbor that apparently lives 160 meters away. She said she heard screams, which she used as blood-curdling screams. That's the term she used.
160 meters is a long way.
It is a long way. Initially, her husband said it was 600 meters away, but that's when they didn't realize that was the home. When they looked at where the shooting was, they realized it was actually closer than that. Very horrific testimony.
It's also a celebrity trial.
Yes.
Pistorius, well known in South Africa. Would you think he is held in good regard, or has that changed?
That's a good question. He was a hero to many. He breached racial lines. He was a hero both for his athletic achievements.
And he was a one-of-a-kind.
He was one of a kind. Challenged the Olympic Association to race against the able-bodied athletes, and one of a kind. And, I think just like he's got his fans that will stick with him throughout, and he's got ones that very much doubt him right now.
So you anticipate this trial could go about 3 weeks or so?
It's been set for 3 weeks, but I wouldn't be surprised if it continued longer than that.
What are the issues that will be most important?
I think the issues that will be most important is, I think the prosecution will focus on his character to show that he's a temperamental type of a person, has a history of violence, has a history of being someone with temperamental. Let's put it that way. And I think the defense will focus on the fact that they were very much in love. They will state that, and that some of the evidence has been botched up, as they say, and they will focus on that.
Well, I'm sure not just South Africans are going to pay attention to this one. Of interest to an awful lot of people. Good to see you, sir. Thanks for being in.
Nice to see you as well. Thank you.
Dov Tal is a lawyer who has practiced law in both South Africa and in Canada. Coming up.